After the United States, China is a country with the biggest number of Apple stores in the world, with 54 locations in total, including 44 in mainland China, 6 in Hong Kong, 2 in Macau, and 2 in Taiwan. Walking into an Apple store is way different from walking into any other kind of store. The first thing you find is a clean, minimalist design that is basically the same all around the world, and China is not the exception. What's Apple's secret? How do their stores look like in China? Come with me to explore some of the coolest locations in 2 of the main cities in China, Shanghai and Beijing. Apple is, of course, a huge company, and here in China, in the major cities, you will find one basically everywhere. I'm right now in Beijing, in a place called Sanlitun, and behind me you can see one of the most iconic stores here in Beijing. Sanlitun is kind of a hot spot right now. A lot of people come here for shopping, for dining, for hanging out. So I've been here a few times already, and I have to say I really like it. I enjoy the vibe and the environment that you can find here, especially on weekends, because there's a lot of people going out. The experience of going to an Apple store is way different from any other store in the world. Like, you feel it's like an open space, it's a very clean space, and all the products are displayed in a way that they invite you to use them, to try them, and of course at the end to purchase them. Since 2008, when they opened the first store in Beijing, Apple has transformed the tech retail space like no other brand, leading to many other Chinese brands like Huawei, Xiaomi, or Vivo to copycat their style and create kind of new landmarks in the Chinese cities. Apple is a brand that likes to sell their products as something exclusive, and that's why when they choose the locations for the Apple stores, they will choose places where people go a lot, very often, and you can find another kind of exclusive stores. We are right now in a place called Wangfujing. It's one of the most exclusive districts here in Beijing, and here you can also find another Apple store. In my back you can see, and also when they design these stores, they try to put some characteristics that make them unique. Actually, this Apple store is within a shopping mall, but you can see on the top there is like a very local Chinese typical rooftop. Sometimes I just go to Apple store not to purchase anything, but simply to enjoy the environment, because I believe they're so well designed. They're also minimalistic. All of them uses mostly materials like glass, wood, steel, stones, depending on the location, depending on the design. Even though some stores are a little bit boring, like this one we have in my bag, which is like basically attached to a shopping mall, there's still a lot of people outside. A lot of people walking by, passing by because of the shopping mall. This seems to be like a popular area. And of course, a lot of people will go there and visit the Apple store. I do use Apple devices because I think they're very practical, very easy to use, and the quality is really good. So I use iPhone, but I do like the Apple ecosystem. I love the way you can work in the same platform, like basically in the same time. I have my Notes app in my phone, and then it will be automatically synchronized on my Mac, and it will be synchronized on my iPad. After Beijing, we're coming to Shanghai to keep exploring the different stores that Apple has here. I would say Shanghai is one of the coolest cities in China, so of course Apple will have super nice, well-designed stores here. We are right now in the Nanjing Lu or Nanjing Street, where they have one Apple store. Looks quite nice. Of course, it has a huge facade that is facing one of the main portions of the street. Every Apple store is made with the same ingredients. They are minimalist, they use natural materials like wood and stone, and they are very easy to move around because they are clean and open. Apple kind of extended the design language of its products into their buildings. The stores
like Apple products, represents elegant simplicity for its customers.
The store you have right behind me is the one we're heading to right now. It's one of the coolest and most striking design that you can find here in China when it comes to Apple Store. Of course, this place is a hotspot here. A lot of people coming all the time, weekdays, weekends. This is a very beautiful, striking design. You can see it kind of resembles the one on Fifth Avenue in New York, but instead of being a cube, a glass cube, it is a glass cylinder that is coming from underneath to the top, and that is the main entrance to the store. Glass is one of the main materials that Apple likes to use, especially in the facades of the stores. And this one, the main entrance, of course, is a glass cylinder that is surrounding the Apple logo in the middle. In the back, you can have the Oriental Pearl Tower, which gives you a very cool look to your picture. If you want to take a picture here, especially at night, it looks super awesome. And this is kind of like an American corner because I came here like last year, and in this very place they have an Abercrombie and Fitch store. Now they have a Jordan store. Right now you have like Shake Shack, HSBC Bank, a bunch of international brands. This is a very international city, so you can find all kinds of brands and companies, stores here in this city. Exploring the city. Now we came to another of the super exclusive districts in Shanghai. We are not that far from Xintiandi, and actually I made a video before about this very district that I enjoyed so much last time I came. That crossing area reminds me a lot of Tokyo, like the Shibuya area. It is so crowded but still so chic and so fancy. A lot of fancy stores, including of course an Apple store in the corner that we're gonna go take a look in a few minutes.
Like in the rest of the world, in China, Apple has inserted itself into the core of many public spaces, becoming a focal point for activities. The way Apple builds its stores has redefined how we think about retail architecture.
Folks, I'm gonna be wandering around nice and beautiful places here in China and documenting about it. I will also be Instagramming my day-to-day and my trips in this awesome country. Feel free to follow me and leave your comments and impressions over there about life in China. I will leave the link to my account in the description down below. Remember to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell button so you don't miss any of my follow-up stories about what's going on in this part of the world. If you think there might be someone else interested in these kind of videos, please consider sharing. My name is Rafael, thanks for watching, and stay safe until next time.